Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Nate here. It's Thursday, October 10th. So we'll kick off Thursday Thoughts today by talking about the iOS 5.0.1 software update, which Apple has just made available to the public today. This software update will be available over the air, assuming you are running iOS 5. Otherwise, you can just get it as a firmware download from iTunes. This software update will bring bug fixes related to battery life and documents in the cloud. It will improve voice recognition for Australian users, and it's going to bring multi-touch gestures to the original iPad. So for me, the battery life fixes are going to be the most important. If you did already get this update, please let me know in a comment down below whether you've seen battery life improvement or not. Speaking of iOS 5 this week, Apple has integrated two new features in iOS 5 that they haven't quite yet made available to the public. The first is a panorama mode, and the second is the autocorrect status bar that sits above the keyboard. Now, you can enable these two features right now if you want to. It doesn't require a jailbreak, so you will be able to do it with the iPhone 4S, and the process is pretty simple. So I will make a video hopefully in the next couple of days showing how to get these two features on your device, and then I'll go ahead and demo them for you. This week, Adobe announced that they will be discontinuing development of their Flash player for mobile devices. Now, this comes about a year and a half after Steve Jobs wrote his original publication stating his thoughts on Flash, and what he said was that Flash was pretty much a dying technology and that HTML5 would be the way of the future. It appears for the most part he was right, and that doesn't mean that Flash didn't work well on some of the devices that it supported. I think the BlackBerry Playbook was one of them that worked really well with Flash, but I think HTML5 is basically a better choice for consumers in the long run. Additionally, Adobe announced that they will continue Flash Player development for apps on mobile devices. This week, Apple updated their Apple Store application for iOS devices. This update is going to bring some pretty cool features, one of them which is Easy Pay. What you'll be able to do is head into an Apple Store, and for certain accessories there's going to be a barcode. You can scan in that barcode right on your device and then go ahead and pay for it. So theoretically, you could use your iPhone 4S to pick up an iPhone 4S case, which is pretty cool. This week, Apple moved up in their Greenpeace rankings for environmental technologies. They moved up to the number 4 position. This is up from the number 9 position that they received in last year's survey. Additionally, this week, Apple has announced that they have now matched $1.3 million in charity donations. Tim Cook, as you may remember in a previous video, I talked about his charity matching program that he started up, in which if you are an Apple employee and you make a donation to charity, Apple will go ahead and match that. So if you double that number, then Apple employees and Apple itself has donated $2.6 million to charity, which is really awesome. So to wrap things up today, Apple has filed some new patents for a dual OLED backlighting system, which Apple may implement in future Apple products, specifically the iPad. This would allow the iPad to be even thinner than what it already is. And last but not least, Steve Jobs has been nominated to be Time's Person of the Year. If he does receive this, he will be the first person to win after dying. So hopefully he will win because of all his contributions. So that pretty much wraps it up for Thursday Thoughts today. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. Please like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.